Welcome to the wonderful land of Septimont, where we meet new characters, new gameplay experiences, and a new open world to explore. Hey guys, my name is Lunar, but you can call me Lux. I wanted to talk about my overall experiences with the new update in Wuthering Waves, which isn't so new anymore. It's been out for a while already, and I know I'm a little bit late, but I just wanted to talk about a couple of things of the new region Septimont. Obviously, I talked about all the new character banners that are supposed to be releasing in this new area, and with the first update released, we got Carthea and her sword, which I have to say, she's actually downright amazing in game. I mean, I obviously knew that she was going to be a peak character when I first saw her demo run, but when I actually see her and play her in game, she far exceeded my expectations. I love how you get to power her up with her 3 swords, and when she turns into Fleur-de-Lis, she does a huge amount of damage, and her overall combat skills when she is Fleur-de-Lis is absolutely peak for me. I honestly just could not keep my eyes off the screen every time she was on screen. Fleur-de-Lis is just that peak character for me. I also like Carthea. I mean, they're both the exact same people, but obviously one is more stronger in a sense compared to Carthea. But overall, I really love her character, and I love her idle animations. Her idle animations are really cute. I'm still working on trying to achieve her sword, but I'm not going to talk too much specifics on her character because I'm only just going off of what she looks like and her character when we played her story last update that we had, like one last major update we had. Moving on to the new region Septimont, which is a combat battlefield, if you will. They recently went ahead and added a new mechanic where you play like these Pokemon battle rounds around with different characters in Septimont, which I say is like Pokemons because it's exactly what it is. You play with the strongest echoes and you battle against other people or other NPCs in the game to acquire a higher level and maybe some of their cards. Honestly, I have to say I didn't really like it too much. I mean, it was fun. It took me 2 days to even get to like the main finish round, but it is very tedious and long at some points. The new region of Septimont is way bigger than I ever expected. Obviously, you have like the main city area, which is giving very like outlet mall vibes with the colorful banners, and then in the middle, there's like a big battlefield or a battle rink, if you will. And I love how big the city actually is. And then you actually have, like with Ridicita, you have the city part, and then you have the area where you get to explore and see a whole new area. I love the new echoes you get to see. This half horseman, I don't know what he's called, I forgot, but he's the main boss that you get to fight to farm for echoes and materials for your Carthea, or just for, I think it's gonna be for Lupa whenever she decides to come out. I love that guy. I just love the animation, that intro animation of him throwing his axe down in the center of the ring, and then he jumps down, and I don't know, it's just so cinematic for me. Honestly, that was my favorite part of this update. I was actually completely shocked when I saw it the first time around. I'm not going to talk about the story or the quest. All I'm going to say is we meet new characters and we meet old characters and we defeat the major boss. I also like that ending cinematic cutscene that we get towards the end of everything, where we have our main character Rover fighting off with echoes, and then we have Fleur-de-Lis, Carthea fighting with echoes. That whole cutscene was so cinematic for me. I love how it showed both Fleur-de-Lis and Carthea and Rover like in the same panel, fighting their own battles, if you will. The story was alright. I like Lupa's accent. Honestly, I love all the characters' accents in this new region. Obviously, Ridicita does the exact same thing where they have Carlotta, Cantarella, and a bunch of other Ridicita people who have those strong accents, but I just feel like they're like leaning more into that, and I really like that. It gives the characters more character rather than just being NPCs in the game. They actually have a story to tell, some feeling behind whatever it is they're saying. And it makes me more inclined to listen than just skip past it. Now, I always say how the cutscenes always deliver, and the cutscenes throughout the whole entire story mode delivered completely. And really, I don't have necessarily anything bad to say, such as like the card Pokemon game. I don't even know what you want to call that. I don't necessarily have to do it. Nobody has to do that, but it does give you a good amount of astrites, and it's just something to do overall in the game. And honestly, the first few couple of rounds were pretty easy. I think what I hate about it though, or really what I hate about Wuthering Waves in general, is all the pop-ups of tutorials of how to do certain things. I understand wanting to let you know like how the game mechanic works for everything, but a pop-up for every single thing telling you every single step to make, it's kind of annoying. I'm a kind of person who's just like do it and learn kind of person, instead of you telling me what to do. Like I learn after a while what to do and what not to do by just playing it and not necessarily reading the tutorials, because the tutorials are just there to obviously help you if you're like stuck, if you like need a little bit of a hint. But what I don't like is the constant pop-up of tutorials on how to do certain things, of what this button means or what that button means. And it's kind of like you can learn it as you go. But honestly, it was a pretty interesting mechanic and experience that I was able to enjoy. I love that we get a new recolor of the gliders, which isn't my personal favorite. I think I like the birthday one or the anniversary one more than this orangey one, but it's a really pretty fiery color. And I didn't talk about this before because I really wasn't sure what to talk about, but the new Carlotta and Chang Li that we got for the summer, they look pretty. I just don't think it's worth money spending on. And honestly, it's a very safe way to get a new recolor of a character that you really like. Like, I love Carlotta, but I don't think I love her that much to be willing to buy a summer skin. You're really not missing out on much, except it's just a new skin. You don't get like a new sword or anything. You don't get a new movement. It's the same thing. It's just a new skin. And honestly, for those who did get it, let me know how much you guys are enjoying it. I did kind of like play through to see how I was feeling it, and honestly, it's a really pretty design. I love the designs for both. I just don't think I would want to buy it personally. I honestly didn't understand the hype when people were talking about the new skins for them both, because obviously I have both characters, but am I willing to drop a couple of dollars for their skins? Probably not, but that's just my own personal take on it. But overall, I like the design of it, and I like how it makes them look more ethereal in my opinion, especially Chang Li. And I also have to say I love the amount of astrites you get for simply doing the main quest of Septimont. You get a good amount of astrites. I think you get a good 10 pull, and then you get another 10 pull from your mail. So that's like in total 20 pulls that you can get to pull on Cardathia, which gives you a little boost in that direction. I don't think I'm pulling for Lupa. I was kind of shocked that Lupa and Cardathia weren't on the same banner release, if that makes sense. Like, Cardathia was the only one released for this update, and I'm assuming next update is going to be Lupa, but I'm not sure who's going to be paired with her. I'm just surprised that she wasn't released along with Cardathia this update. And honestly, just a whole lot of positive vibe with the new Septimont update. Obviously, there's so much more to explore now. Obviously, the other worlds like Retacita and the other worlds we visited before have a lot to explore as well. But it's just a fresh new vibe with Septimont. It's a whole new vibe than Retacita, and I like that. So I think that's all my thoughts and opinions on that. Like, I love the characters, love the story, love the open world, love the new echoes that you can collect. A whole new vibe, definitely. And yeah, let me know down below you guys' thoughts and opinions on the new update and the new region. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone.